What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Mike Jeezy here, coming at you with my first Hearthstone video. Originally I was going to plan on just like diving right in with gameplay videos, but I thought about it and I figured, well, if I'm trying to provide Hearthstone, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Magic content, like, it wouldn't be very accessible to, Yu-Gi-Oh Magic players if they've never played it before, if I just like started with the gameplay. So wanted to do like a mini tutorial, kind of like, just show you what Hearthstone's about. That way, you'll get like the ideas of like gameplay and card advantage and like that kind of stuff. So let's see where to start out with Hearthstone. It's made by Blizzard, and obviously Blizzard has been around quite a while. They make Warcraft, Diablo, StarCraft, so they have a good reputation with games. And they do have the Warcraft TCG, but as far as I know, it's not really like played that much. And Hearthstone is kind of like a revamp of that game. I did learn how to play that game, but I don't really remember it. I don't know what aspects or elements of Hearthstone use the Warcraft system, but either way, like if I had to describe it, it'd be kind of like a blend of Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic. So I'll go over like some of that stuff. Anyways, this screen is like your main user interface. I won't teach you how to like download the game, but once you have the game downloaded, this is like your start screen. And then usually this will say like play, but I already opened the game itself, so it's just saying playing now. So after you have the game downloaded, you'll have like, this will be like the main screen where you get into the game. So, okay, so this is the game interface. After it loads, this is like your start screen. So I'll go over the different things that you go through with this. Let's see, I guess first I'll talk about the options. This is where you can like control your sound. I'm going to turn on the sound a little bit here. Alright, and here you also have your card backs. Similar to like Dueling Network, you can control what your sleeves look like, except you can't like make your own. But here, like every month, like Blizzard will give you a new card sleeve if you achieve a certain rank with your rating. This is the standard sleeve. This is what you start out with, if you like just download the game and open it. Then as like each expansion comes out, or like as time goes by, you get new sleeves, and this is the newest sleeve for pre-ordering the second expansion, which is what I'm using because it looks pretty cool. So from your I guess, what's this called, like the settings or game menu options, you can go to option and quit, or just continue. You can just click to resume, or you can just click out of it. Here, so the portals that you have on the main screen are play. So from play, you can go, play against other people, either in ranked or unranked matches. Solo Adventures is kind of like a single player. As they make new expansions, you can play them and win cards and do that kind of thing. The arena, this is basically your draft, like how you have drafts in Magic. This is how you enter into drafts. This is your shop. You can buy packs or adventures. This is the quests. Like hit quests. So when you hit quests, like you'll see like your current level and how many wins you have, and like these are all the classes in the game. It'll show like your level, and you like as you play more people, your levels increase, and then each day you get a quest, which gives you gold depending on when you get it accomplished. And they range from 40 to 100, as far as I believe. Here you can open any packs that you have, and your My Collection is basically your deck editor, and it'll show you like all your cards that you have. So I guess to start out with, I'll go into My Collection. And my computer is like kind of on the slower end, so pardon any kind of lag that you might see. Alright, so this is your main screen for deck building. Up here you have your different classes. So we have Druid, Hunter, Mage, Paladin, Priest, Rogue, Shaman, Warlock, Warrior, and Neutral, which is basically like your generic cards. So how it works in Hearthstone is like you have your 9 classes, and each of those classes have access to their class-specific cards as well as all neutral or generic cards. So if I click, like, this is the Druid. If I click the Druid, so here you can see it restricts it to just the Druid tab and the generic tab. So from here, like, I can, like, you know, add Druid cards or add generic cards. And in Hearthstone, you have a maximum of, or at maximum and minimum of 30 cards in your deck, so it's less than Yu-Gi-Oh! The maximum is 2 of a single card in your deck, unless it happens to be legendary, then you can run only 1 of it. Let's see what else. There also is like a system of foils, but they're like gold bordered. Like, I don't know, it just kind of makes it more shiny, and they have like little animations just to make it like a little bit more blingy for the bling whores out there. And, oh, I guess I talk about, so with Hearthstone you have like a there is a mana cost, so it kind of borrows that aspect from Magic. So that's the number in the top left. So these cards would cost 0 mana, 1 to 2, etc. I'll show you a creature card that I don't have selected. Okay, so this is like your typical creature monster card. For this one, for example, costs 8. Here you see the attack, and this is the toughness. So again, similar to Magic, and I guess Yu-Gi-Oh! Has defense too, so yeah, this is your attack points and your defense. I'll talk a little bit more about how damage works, you know, when I actually get into a game. This video might be broken up into like 2 or 3 parts just to get through it all and make sure that the videos aren't like super long. Here when you click like your icon, it shows you your mana curve, which is kind of a nice tool to have. That's like good for that. So you can click around to your other, you know, decks that you have and tweak them as you like. It's good for my collection. Let's go into the play menu. So from play, you can either choose like your own custom decks, or you have basic decks that the game just comes with. For learning purposes, you know, you can just like start it off right away if you have like no concept of like how deck construction works in Hearthstone. So right now I have 8 different decks. I had a rogue deck, but I'm missing like too many cards for it. I just didn't want to even bother like having it there. So here, you know, here I have this is the Warlock, currently level 39. Just shows your character here. So from here you can either choose casual or ranked. Like on Dueling Network, casual would just be like your unrated, and ranked would be your ranked is your rated matches. So to start, to just show you like kind of what Hearthstone's about, let's just do actually instead of casual, let's go to solo adventure. I'll just play against the computer. I'm gonna do expert. Okay, so let's play my Paladin deck, I suppose, against the computer. And I get to choose my opponent. Let's play against Shaman. Hopefully I don't lose. It's been a while since. I think I only lost the computer like when I very first like started out, and even then it's kind of hard to lose the computer. Let's see. This open. Yeah, here on the bottom left is your friends menu. It's kind of like on DN, similar concept. So when you first start your game, you either start with 3 or 4 cards, depending on if you go first or second. Here I have 4 cards, so that means I'm going to go second. So this is like basically how you choose to mulligan. And mulliganing in Hearthstone is similar to more like Pokemon. You don't go minus cards, you just get to choose whatever you want to mulligan. And then you hit confirm, and then it'll give you new cards. So here, this 5 cost and 5 cost are a little bit high to just like start off with, so I can choose to mulligan those. And it'll give you 2 cards randomly. So that's a little bit better. I have 2 forecast things. Alright, so the computer is going first and has no play. So in Hearthstone, you basically have your draw step and then proceed right into the main phase. And there's no like upkeep and there's no standby phase. And every turn you get an added mana crystal, which is basically just means like this is your land for the turn. And you don't have to draw like the mana crystals, which is convenient, so then you'll never get mana screwed. So that's kind of an advantage that Hearthstone has over Magic, or you don't have to consider, oh, am I going to get mana screwed this game? And another bonus with going second is you have this thing called the coin. It costs 0 and it gives you an extra mana crystal. So this helps balance out going second. If you like go second, you can theoretically like play a 2-drop before the opponent even has 2 mana. But here I don't really have a good play, so it's best just to pass. But in Hearthstone you also have these things called hero powers, which are unique to each class, and they all kind of like serve as a form of card advantage. All the hero powers are like pretty good. For the paladin specifically, for 2 mana I can make a 1/1 token, basically. And for the shaman, for 2 mana he can make a random totem. It's basically a token, but you have the option. There's 4 different totems that are 3 of them are O2s that have different effects, and 1 is a 1/1. So both of these classes, they'll make tokens for their hero ability, and different classes have different hero abilities. And like Warlock will draw a card and take 2 life and all that. You can explore that on your own. So here I'm just going to pass the turn because I don't have a good turn 1 play. So they play a 2-drop. So this is a 3/2 creature that can't be the target of spells or abilities. I don't really have a good play, so I think I'm just going to make a token. And then that'll be my turn. Next turn I can do some stuff. Alright, so he plays a spell that gives him 2 2/3s, and then he attacked my 1/1 token with this 3/2. So in Magic, if you attacked with your 3/2 and they blocked with a 1/1 at the end of the turn, it would still be a 3/2. In Hearthstone, damage doesn't go away. So the 1/1 did 1 damage to the 3/2, so now it's essentially a 3/1. So if I did 1 damage to it, it would die. And Taunt's a mechanic where basically I can't attack my opponent as long as he has a taunt creature. If I ever get into a position where I can attack, then I'll show you how that works. So right here, he's got a 3/1 and 2 2/3 defenders. I don't have a whole lot of good options, but I think what I'll do is use this spell card, which gives me 3 1/1 tokens and a 1/4 equipment. Equipment is different than like artifacts. It would be in Magic. Equipment's equipped to your character, not like the creatures. So I actually don't have like a really good play here. I've had a bit of bad play, but next turn I can clear his board. So I'm just going to pass the turn and see what he does. Okay, so he played a totem that gives his guys +2/+0. So he's smashing in. Alright, so what I'm going to do here, let's see, we got 2. Yeah, I'm going to try to clear his board a little bit. So this spell changes all the health of all minions to 1, so that will make his guys way smaller and manageable. Alright, so to attack, you just click on your guy and then choose who you want to attack. So because the computer has 2 taunt guys, like I can't attack him, I can't attack the player. Okay. So here I'm going to attack his 4/1 with my 1/1 and kill it. So now this one becomes a 4/1 because of his ability. Adjacent minions have +2 attack. Yeah, either way I'm going to take some damage, so I'm going to use my guy to attack the guy, and then attack his 5/1 with my 1/1, which cleared his board, which I wanted to do. I'm just going to make a guy and pass the turn because I'm out of mana. So he plays an equip and a creature. That's annoying. I can still clear his board because I have this spell that does 2 damage to all enemies, so pretty good exchange of cards there. Fortunately, that'll be like all I do. I'm going to do 2 damage to all enemies and wipes his board. I'll attack him just because this equipment's not great. And then I'll probably use the coin to gain an extra mana so I can drop this guy. Alright, so what just happened was, so this 2/2 has Divine Shield, which is kind of like, I don't know, there's not really anything like it in Magic or Yu-Gi-Oh, I don't think. It's kind of like First Strike that you get once. So for example, his 2/3, he attacked the Shielded Minibot, which had first Divine Shield. So he'll attack it, and then that Divine Shield goes away. So now it's just a 2/2. So if he attacked it next turn with it, it would die. So Divine Shield's kind of like you get to prevent damage one time. So we'll attack. Oh, so attacking in Hearthstone, there's no battle phase per se. You can always it's like a combination of your main phase and your battle phase. You can summon guys, attack, summon another guy, attack. It doesn't matter. So in Hearthstone, it's just your draw phase, your main phase, and then you end. So in that sense, it's like simpler, I guess, but also like definitely has some gameplay aspects of it. So I'm going to drop a 4/3 and a 1/1 and just swing at him again. So this minion has Death Rattle, which is basically the equivalent of just having a graveyard effect. Yeah, so for example, you can see to the right it says does something when it dies. So this would be kind of like a Sangan. When it hits the grave, it has some effect. So I'll pass the turn because I have attacked with everything and don't have any other mana. So he killed my 2/2 and drops his 3/2. Uses his hero ability to make a 1/1. And he uses this creature. Battle Cry is basically when it comes into play effect. So for example, with this creature, it says Battle Cry, give a friendly minion +1/+1. So he pumped his 1/1 token into a 2/2. So here, not sure what the best play is. I think And attack my 4/3 into his 3/2 to kill it, which gives me a new creature, because that's what his graveyard ability was. And I'll attack. I use my 1/1 and my equipment to kill his 3/2. And I'm going to make a 1/1 token and then drop this guy, which gives my other 1/1 tokens +2/+2. So we'll turn this into a 3/3. I didn't talk about life points in Hearthstone. In Hearthstone, you start out with 30 life. Currently, my opponent's at 20, and I'm at 12. So I'm kind of like getting low. When you hit 0, you lose. So I'll pass my turn. He'll draw. So he's gonna make. Ooh. That's beefy. Okay, well, I'm going to be able to clear his board. I am pretty low at life, but this equipment will give me 2 life. So I'm going to equip my sword and attack his taunt because, you know, as I said before, if they have a taunt creature, you have to kill the taunt creature before you can hit the other creatures or the opponent. I use my 2/3 to kill the 2/1. Use my 2/5 to kill the 2/2 and then do 3 damage to him. So in Hearthstone, like, it's similar to Yu-Gi-Oh, where creatures attack other creatures rather than in Magic where you just attack in general and the opponent chooses blockers. So in Hearthstone, each monster can either choose to attack another monster or the opponent, which adds, you know, some strategy to it. So kill this guy and then attack him with my 3/3. And I'll drop another 4/3 guy and pass. Alright, so he just drops a 0/4 defender, and that makes a totem, or a token, an 0/2. So at this point, I'm like way ahead in card advantage, and I am low in life, but at this point it doesn't matter because he just has like 0/4 walls. So what I'll do here is gain some more life by killing his 0/4 with my 4/1 equipment. I can kill the 0/2 with my 2/1. Then I can attack for 4, 3, and 2, which is 9. Which sounds like what I'll do. And then just as a safe major, I'll play this creature, which when it comes into play I gain 8 life. So it puts me back to 17, which is like really good. And I'll make a guy and pass my turn because I don't have any other things I can play. So he plays a 2/3 guy and makes a random token. And at this point it would be game, since the creatures don't have to attack other creatures. I can just go and attack the opponent. So I'm going to use my 4, attack him, he's at 2. Then with 1, I'll just make a token. See? Then attack him, and then he'd be at -2, but negatives don't really matter, so he loses, and that's it. So you see here, it gave me a little bit of experience. Alright, so that is a very brief tutorial on how Hearthstone works. I'll probably do another video to continue on. I'll show you how Constructed works. So peace out, thanks for watching, catch you later.